Okay, so this is a case study for a page called Behind the Stunts, which was a tip-off I got from somebody on X. So they said this was the fastest growing page I've ever seen. So it was created the 29th of July. It's now the 3rd of August. And I think they got up to 100k followers in 3 or 4 days since they started. And if we look here, they're not running ads, no ads at all. So that means it's organic growth. There's no doubt about that. All they're doing is posting reels. And they've only posted, I think they posted 6 by the time they got up to 100k. They now posted 7. So you can see they went straight, the first video went straight to 6.6 million views. And they had one at 27 million views. So let's have a look at this most popular one. So this is a 10-second reel. So obviously it's AI. I'm sure the comments will bear it out. Yeah, I mean, although people are not sure whether it's AI or not. So the text is a simple 2 emoji, 1 sentence, classic, with some hashtags which may possibly be useful in this case. So this growth that we're seeing here, I'm sure it's not just on Facebook. I'm sure that on YouTube, TikTok, other social media channels, people are seeing the same sort of results using these kind of videos. They're just really popular. It's a whole niche in itself. If you think about Mythbusters and all the popularity of that kind of thing, being able to create AI videos that reflect that and get the same sort of interaction is going to be pretty useful. That's a pretty good video, pretty realistic. So what I have done is hopped over to Apify so we can just see how they're doing. Obviously it's not got too many posts, so that's when it was started. That's the graph HQL. Then there was an image by the looks of things. That's just a profile image. So they're straight in with the first reel at 67,000 likes. So this was the most viral. So this one is come in at 292,000 likes. So that's the one we just watched there. So as you can see, it didn't take too much content to get to 100k followers, and they're all organic. So they're liking the page based off of the reel. There's nothing else going on as far as we can see. So what I've done is I have downloaded those reels and I have uploaded the reel to Claude. Now I just want to show you, Claude is great for stuff like coding. It's great for kind of dry, complex tasks, but it is not great with content creation. So I find that ChatGPT is a lot better. And this is an example because I've asked Claude to watch this reel and create a cling-free prompt to replicate it. And it's given me completely the wrong prompt. This is a prompt for a woman, you know, staring at the camera. It's clearly not watched the reel. But I don't have that problem with ChatGPT, so you can argue as much as you want about ChatGPT versus Claude or this AI versus that AI, but they all have their strengths and weaknesses. And I'm using Claude to solve complex coding challenges with various stuff that I'm working on myself that absolutely ChatGPT falls flat on. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, when it comes to making content for Facebook, doing Toby posts, doing image prompts, doing reel prompts, I find that ChatGPT is doing a far better job and it actually watches the reel. So you don't have to like break the reel up into images and extract the audio and all that stuff. If you upload the reel, especially a shorter reel, to ChatGPT, it will analyze it and it will come up with a prompt. So it's actually giving me 2 prompts to try, which is kind of handy because when you're working with AI reels using an AI platform, very often you're going to need 2 or 3 goes to get it exactly how you want it to go. So having a couple of different prompts is always useful. So all I've done is I've just I've uploaded the reel directly, watch this reel and create a cling-free prompt to replicate it. So you don't have to say replicate it, you could say create something similar. You could add a different niche to it, so you could have like an on-the-water stunt chase or something so that it will come up with something that's different because you don't want to have any issues with unoriginal content these days. Facebook is really clamping down on unoriginal content at the moment, so you want it to be your own thing. So I've hopped over to OpenArt, which is just my AI platform of choice. You could sign up for different models. You could sign up for Nano Banana, and you could sign up for Kling and all that stuff. And you can get some free credits doing that, but it's a lot of work. I don't have a lot of time to be doing that, so I just add credits to OpenArt, and I just pay for these different models. So this way I've got different models I can try. If it doesn't work in Kling, I might try it in Dance. If it doesn't work in Dance, I can try it in a different one. But bear in mind that Kling is pretty cheap at the moment and does a really good job, so I'm quite happy with that. So what I've done is that I have uploaded the prompt here. So I've tried a 10-second version. So the settings are 9:16, so that's real size. lowest resolution, because on Facebook you don't need maximum resolution because it's going to be crunched down anyway, so it's not going to look that great. You're just wasting money by doing some fancy 4K video for Facebook. Make sure the audio is on because we want to have sound effects in there. You can mess around with the cameras, so it's like a drone shot or a sweeping shot. So I've tried both of those. So with the second one, I've gone for 14 seconds because the longer the reel is right now, the more monetizable it is. So you kind of want to aim for at least a 15-second video, going up to a 2.5-minute video right now. The sweet spot at the moment is between 30 seconds and a minute. I think you're going to find that makes you a lot more money from content monetization. That is assuming, of course, that people watch until the end. So you've got to make sure it's compelling. It's not just filler. So all I've done, I pasted it in. I do have auto polish on. This doesn't always work. It does depend on what prompt you're doing. So it's a case of testing it. So let's see how the first one went. So that was specified as I think it was a helicopter or drone camera. Obviously there is a bit of an issue there because the camera is actually a helicopter. You might be able to get away with that. The second one turned out better because that kind of looks like a camera. So let's watch this one. Okay, I think that's much more the kind of thing we're looking for. So they're not too expensive to make. That one took 490 credits. This one was about 330, I think. So that's how we can recreate these. But I do urge you to use this as a jumping off point. So you can see that these kind of things work. You might want to experiment with maybe kids doing science experiments that go crazy behind the scenes with different kinds of films. So you could have like an alien type thing. So it's like a behind the scenes alien and those explosions. You really want to do kind of make it as original as you can and make it your own thing. I'm seeing more and more pages like this though where it's a very dialed in niche. So it's behind the stunts. So it's just reels with stunts. What you don't want to do is like a general AI page, although it can work, and I have seen examples of it working. I'm seeing more and more pages that are very narrowly focused on one very tight niche, and they're just uploading content within that niche, which is, that it's like the cozy cabins thing. That can definitely work really well. People have said, is this page making money now? It's not going to have a content monetization invite for a while. It's going to get it quick for sure because it's getting a lot of engagement and rapid followers, but it's probably going to have to sit. A bit like, you remember if when you start a new website, they say there'd be a Google sandbox where a website would have to sit for a certain amount of time before it would get the search traffic. It's the same on Facebook. It needs a few weeks to a couple of months to sit there as a new page before the invite's going to come. But it can come really quickly. It can come within kind of less than 6 weeks for a lot of people. As long as they're putting on content that's going viral, they're going to get that invite out to you really quickly, and assuming you're not breaking any terms of service. The other thing to mention is you do have to label AI now if it looks realistic. So that's something I would recommend you doing. Just going to stop you getting any violations. All social media platforms now are going to be required by law to label AI content anyway, regardless of whether it's Facebook or YouTube. So it's best to just start early, start labeling your AI content.